Hi, my name is Wilman Ziara, New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film, and also proud FENIX Global Artist Ambassador. Today, I am so excited to be speaking with the acclaimed rapper, singer, stringa, composer, and producer, AlongCameLife. Now, although our connection wasn't so good during the interview, AlongCameLife's message and story came out very clear. Before the interview, take a sneak peek at the incredible talent at AlongCameLife.
I'm waiting it down today. He said, hey, can you hop in? He told me, son, where you going? I said, here, take some cash and drive around. And drive around, drive around. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to see. But she's gone from me. She's gone from me, gone from me.
Well, hello, AlongCameLife. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm doing so much better speaking with you, my friend. And I'm so excited that the audience has got a little sneak peek of your original tune, Cab Ride. AlongCameLife, you are coming from San Diego, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
I love it.
Very beautiful.
Well, I love San Diego. I wish I were there right now, but don't tell my husband because we are in New York City. But in any event, I want to just dive into you, my friend, because you are an acclaimed rapper, singer, stringa, composer, producer. And I want to get into the stringa part first. You, my friend, born and raised in Queens, New York, am I correct?
Yes, you are.
And then you were accepted at a very young age to the Juilliard School for your violin playing, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
But what I love so much that you have done AlongCameLife is that you have added your own interpretation of what a string instrument is through your music, and thus stringa as one of your multi-hyphenates. Go into, when did you realize that the violin in the string instrument was something that you had an affinity for, and then how that then parlays into you wanting to create your own version of the violin with your stringa multi-hyphenate?
Well, I feel like when I picked the instrument up at 12 years old, it was no, not even that. I took it in elementary school when I was 10, and I didn't really have the passion for it because I couldn't just get it just like that. So I put it down. So then, like a couple of years later, my mother bought it for me when I was 10 because she was excited. But I saw it was there when I was 12. I was like, let me pick this up. Let me see what's going on. So I started playing, and I started playing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. And then, I was really a big fan of classical music at that time. Vivaldi, Ein Klein Nach, and Amadeus as well. Wow. These composers, they really had feeling to their music, and I wanted to play like them. I wanted to play those type of songs. So, but I didn't know how to read music. So I was like, I started playing with my cassette at that time. I started playing with the cassette, and I started playing with it as I heard it, and then I started picking it up, and I was like, wow. So I told my mother, and my teacher at that time in elementary school, her name was Miss Parks, and she got me the what is that? The audition for Juilliard, because she was like, wow, you just played all these classical songs by ear. She was like, that's amazing. And I was like, thanks. I was like, I really love this song by Tchaikovsky. That's why I wanted to play it and hear it for myself. So I was like,
you're a genius. You're being very humble. Let me just come right in here. Like any New Yorker, you were born in Queens, I was born in Brooklyn. I don't want to BS you. You're a freaking genius. Your mother and your teacher saw it. You do the Juilliard thing. Talk to me about then how the duo and what the name of the duo was that you were on America's Got Talent with in 2008. Oh, and by the way, seen and lauded by millions. You got third place. Talk to me about that whole experience and what the group was that you were part of when you were doing that show.
Oh, great question. Doing America's Got Talent and being a part of a duo, it was amazing. And you know, that person, he was my brother. And it's like, it was great because it brought my energy and his energy of classical music because he knew how to read music. So it brought this vibe of classical meet hip hop because I started playing on the trains like around the same time when I was 12. So once I started playing on the trains and flipping hip hop beats and everything, I wasn't really interested in playing classical no more because I was getting more feeling and vibe from the hip hop music. So I was like, yes. Even My Heart Goes On by Celine Dion, I would play that in the train and everybody would just feel it. So moving forward to America's Got Talent and my brother, we started mixing classical music, rock and roll music, and hip hop, the undertone, the beat, hip hop, to make Nuttin But Stringz. And I came up with the name Nuttin But Stringz because we're from the inner city, South Side, Jamaica, Queens, and I wanted to add the Z to it in the nuttin because, you know, coming from the hood, nothing ain't really good. You know what I mean? It's like, it ain't, you know, it's like, it's just so to put, you know, such a positive effect on nothing, something so negative, because it's just nothing. It's not nothing, it's nothing. You feel me?
Oh,
but
I love it. Listen to me. Your family must be so proud of you. Your community must be so proud of you in Jamaica. Listen, what I love so much about what you do, AlongCameLife, is the fact that you have unapologetically fused your initial love of classical music, but you have done now, what you've done now is you have created a once in a generation singular voice, just like Mozart, just like Tchaikovsky. I'm not saying that right, you're welcome. Just like all of these geniuses from the turn of the whatever century, 15th, 16th, 17th century. Am I right there? I don't know. Anyway.
Yes, you're right. No, you're right, you're on the money. Yep.
But listen, you are on the money, my friend, because you are the one creating a vibe and a sound for kids just like you, kids who were just like you that loved classical music, but now through you creating this fusion, you're saying a violin, you look at it in a store and you're probably thinking it's thousands of dollars. No, I'm gonna create a sound that's digestible for you. I'm gonna create a sound that is a vibe that you can relate to. And I absolutely love that you have done that.
I feel like music is life. Music is the universe, universal sounds. The planets have their own sounds. So it's like to make. I'm sorry about that. I have my son with me. He's in the back, and so if you see me looking in the back with the
don't worry. AlongCameLife. This is what I love about you. I love the fact that I can hear you clearly, but the picture's a little distorted. You're in your car, but you know what? I love the fact that you are unapologetically you. That you didn't come on with this studio and the under eye and the ba. You're showing me you, and that's why I love you already. I want to give you like a big New York hug.
So much, you already know.
You have such a great vibe about you. You just keep going. And if your son wants to join the video, ask me if I care. Hell no. Excuse my French.
It's okay. Express yourself. I love feeling. I love heart. So express yourself. That's all we have in this life. And this one life to live is expression. It's heart. You feel me? Then the mind comes set. Then you think about it later. But as long as you react it from your heart, that's all that matters.
Look at AlongCameLife. Before we go, I want to ask you, listen, this has been a tough time for everyone, a tough time for artists, but you have been through tough times yourself. But what you have done is you have gotten out of bed since you were a little boy, and you put one foot in front of the other, and you led with grace, you led with your talent, and you led with light, even when you maybe didn't want to. And what a great example you are for your son, for all the young boys and young people out there in Jamaica, Queens, and all the Jamaica Queens of the world. I want to know, what's next for you? Continuing to put out original music? Is it where do you see yourself going next in terms of life and career?
Going next, I want to be more open to the world. I feel like, you know, I've been online a little bit, but I've been really like an introvert since 2012. You know, I went through, you know, addiction with alcohol, and you know, I'm going on not drink. You understand? And it's like I felt like once my son arrived in 2012, I had to align myself to get myself together for the bigger picture, to help the world, because I've been at the bottom. To be honest, you know, my wife left me. I'm still, you know, my wife left me. My brother stole my identity. It's like been a shit storm for me, but I can still get on here and give love to another. You understand what I'm saying? That energy of love, because I realized after going through so much in my life and still going through it as I speak right now, you feel me? I can still be happy to know that I have love in my heart. You feel me? Okay. And if I can speak to anybody, I'll just want to love. That's it.
When I look at you, I look at it like you're about to enter this next chapter. I feel like everything that led you up to Juilliard was one chapter. Everything that led you up to America's Got Talent was another. Shortly thereafter, you had your son. I'm sure seeing, you know, a reflection of yourself in another human being, it put some things in order for you to take care of what you needed to take care of. And God bless, we all have our demons, but what you decided was to go to the light. And something that AlongCameLife, if anyone's going to tell you this today, it'll be me. No one will ever be able to take away your heart, your enthusiasm, your light, and your talent. And the fact of the matter is, you are a perfect example of someone who is still here because you still have a purpose for your son, for the legacy of your family, and for the legacy of you. And I am so excited to see what you come up with. And you have now a friend in me for a reminder if you ever need it.
Always need a friend, Will. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for this interview. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you to Ashley. Just thank you. Because right now, you know, I didn't have anywhere to go until Ashley popped up and said in my emails, hey, how's it going? And she always, every single day, she sends me stuff to do some shows and everything. I'm just not in New York. But she was like, I have a different thing going on right now. And I was like, absolutely, I'll be a part of it, you know, because
I love Ashley. Ashley's been such a great addition to FENIX. She is such a light, and so are you, my friend. You are a light.
Thank you so much, bro.
And I can't wait for our paths to cross soon, okay?
It will. I know that for a fact.
God bless you.
In the digital age, artists and bands struggle to make a living. In fact, only a small number of artists can live off their craft. For the 98% of artists that don't have the luxury of being signed to a label, it's tough. But artists deserve to live off their art. Wherever you are around the world, appreciation of music does not change. FENIX brings bands and their fans together, whilst allowing bands to properly monetize their passion. The FENIX app will directly connect bands and fans with no need for middlemen. We're utilizing the blockchain to give the power back to the artist once and for all. Join FENIX, join the change.